Hi everybody, and welcome back to the Madison C. Iowa channel. It has finally stopped raining long enough for me to grill something else out. And I'm going to. So, AU Rebel has been hinting around that he would like to see me do a steak on the grill and some potato wedges. And so that's what I'm going to do. But I do want a little vegetable with my steak, so I'm just making a little foil packet of some onions that I needed to use up. And we're just going to dot these with a little bit of butter. And we're going to fold them up, and they will be ready for when I'm ready for everything else. So, when I get this all wrapped up, I'll bring you back for the potatoes. Okay, so I've gone ahead and washed up a baking potato. And I see there's a little part I just would rather trim up here. And we're just going to take it here and we're going to make wedges. So we're just going to, oh well, it's going the wrong way. Slice down the top of the middle. I do have the wrong knife for this, but I'm kind of already committed. I don't want to dirty another one. And then we're just going to cut them up like so. So it's a little wedge. Let me see how I want to cut this one here. Finish cutting that. Misshapen wedge, but it's still going to work. And we're just going to cut this down the middle. That's basically all there is to it. I know it probably looked like I butchered it, but trust me, it's going to be okay. Then I'm just going to put all these in a baggie. Like so. And we're going to drizzle a little olive oil. You don't need much, you just want it to coat. Just enough to coat and to hold some seasoning. Now, I know on camera when people use oil, it looks like a ton, but that really was about 1.5 teaspoons. So, we're just going to seal this up and toss this around, just like so. Get all that oil all over the potatoes. So, let me do that and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so I've already mixed around the oil on the potatoes. I've sprinkled in some garlic powder. And, you know, I like cayenne, so in goes the cayenne. You could use paprika if you wanted. And now would be a good time to salt and pepper if that's what you choose. And we're just going to close up the bag again and shake these around and get all that cayenne pepper all over, well, a little bit on all the potatoes. I don't know if you can see through the bag, but it's kind of starting to get distributed on all those wedges. So we'll be back in a moment. Okay, and here is my steak. I found the cheapest steak I could, and actually it was barely over what a dozen eggs are costing here now because we got that bird flu going around and all the chickens have to be destroyed. So I have a steak. It's actually going to probably last me for 3 meals. It was cheap, a very cheap cut, and I've marinated it in some Italian speedy sauce because I happen to have it and I like it. But you could use your own favorite marinade or rub. I just know that this is going to make this extremely tender for me, and I'm going to love it. And I can use the leftovers for all kinds of things, which I probably will be doing. I can't eat that much steak. I love steak, but it's so rich that if I eat more than a little bit, it kind of gives me a stomach ache. Which is probably a good thing because I really can't afford the steaks anyway, so, but that's alright. This one was an inexpensive steak. I got it on sale, it was a good price, and we're gonna do this. So I'll meet you out at the grill. So what I have here so far are just the onions and potatoes on the grill. I'm gonna get those done a little bit before I put my steak on because I like my steak kind of rare. And I'll bring you back in a few minutes. So here I have cooked my potatoes for a little bit and I've just turned them over. They're looking really good and it's almost time for the steak. Be back in a bit. Here you can see I just flipped my steak over. Everything is just smelling wonderful. The potatoes are done. They're just sitting there on low, keeping warm, and I'm just waiting for that steak to get to the doneness that I like it. So we'll be back in a couple minutes. Okay, so here we go. I have my perfectly caramelized onions that were in the tin foil, and I have my potato wedges right here, and I have a piece of the steak, which I'm probably going to make it smaller after I'm done filming because it's just so big. But I don't know if you can see. I did get it pink in the middle. It could have been a little bit more rare for me, but that's alright. I like steak no matter how it comes out. I mean, it's steak, really. So, let's give this a try. Oh my. Mmm. Oh, that is just wonderful. AU Rebel, this is for you. Mmm. Oh my, my, my. That is so good. Mmm. So tender. That marinade really helps make it tender. I probably wouldn't have been able to chew this steak because it was such a cheap cut without marinating it. Let me try a little bit of this potato wedge here. Now I will admit I lost one wedge. It was a little too far gone. Must have got the hot spot on the grill. Oh my. Perfect. Just need a little ketchup and we're good. Oh. Oh, those are so sweet and melt in your mouth. Oh, it's like onion candy right there. Okay, everybody. Thank you for watching. AU Rebel, I hope you enjoyed this. It was sure enjoyable to do now that it finally quit raining and storming here. Because I've been wanting to do this for you for, what, a couple weeks now? 3? Maybe 4, I'm not really sure. So, Everybody, have a great night. Enjoy your suppers, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.